So I've heard some concern about the Bitcoin ETFs, these Wall Street ETFs, how the flows have really dropped a lot. Some days there are zero net flows for some of these ETFs. And I wanted to talk about that a little bit right now in this video. I actually talked about it in my most recent market update for subscribers to my newsletter, Crypto is Easy. So this is just a snippet. So you get that portion of the update. If you want to see the whole update, go ahead and look in the summary. You'll see a link to that update. Sign up for the newsletter. You'll get something like that every single week. So I talked a little bit about ETFs. This is the far side chart. I'm just looking at recent days, and you see all these zeros. Zero inflows, zero net flows, I should say. In or out, nothing. Nothing. Nobody's buying, nobody's selling. Zero, zero, zero all over. Bunch of zeros here. All these zeros. I wonder, hey, what's this? What's this zero? This zero is BTCW. They're not gonna. You're gonna see that column come off this chart within the next few months. If you're not making money off of a product, you just close it up. So whoever runs that ETF is probably not going to be around too much longer. But I see this like people are freaking out. They're freaking about the ETFs. I saw this like YouTube video about somebody who's like, I got to level with you guys. These ETF flows, oh, it's really bad. So what I did, I took a 7-day rolling average. 7-day rolling average where I just basically averaged out the flows in and out. Over 7 days, I put it on this chart. It's mostly in this band, which is between $40 million aggregate in or $40 million aggregate out. Right here in this band. You get these spikes up here in July. This corresponds with July. But for the most part, it's all here. There's no trend, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down. So I don't know what is to worry about. If anything, I would say that's pretty good. You don't want these $100 million, $300 million a day. People get crazy. Oh my God, look at all the money going in. Or apoplectic. Oh, money coming out. You don't want that because those days don't come from natural demand. They come from big entities or traders using these ETFs to hedge their positions or to speculate or just to play the market. Aunt Sally and Uncle Morton, they already got their 1 to 3% allocation earlier this year. They may buy, they may sell, but it's going to be a little bit. It's just going to be as a reaction to how the rest of their portfolio grows or shrinks. And since it's a small portion of their portfolio, it's not going to be like massive amounts. They're not going to put a lot of money, new money in or sell much of their existing holdings. A little bit here, a little bit there, in both directions. And the same goes for anybody using ETFs in their retirement accounts, although probably that's tilted towards putting in rather than getting money out. But with the same idea. Those ETFs, they have $17 billion in assets. Bitcoin's market cap is about $1 trillion. So when you combine the size of the ETFs relative to Bitcoin size, a 30 to 50 million daily inflow, $1 million daily inflow is pretty normal. And that's not too far away from what we have. Here we go down 40 million, up 40 million. It's sort of in this zone. So it's really not that big a deal. It may seem like a big drop off because of those big numbers you got earlier this year. Earlier this year, you're looking at this chart and you're like, oh my God, look at this, $500 million. Look at this, 400 million, 500 million, 500 million, 600 million, 300 million. And even down here, you get these pops, 500, 600, 300, and not a lot of negative days. Oh, he's here, $1 billion in one day. And it just kind of gets you used to, oh, that's what you should expect. And maybe those big numbers will return once the market starts moving up again. But for now, it's not a big deal either way. And still, when you look at the whole time that these ETFs have been around, you're still at $100 million average inflow. The shrinking inflows or the shrinking flows, both directions, they suggest a healthier attitude among market participants rather than these big swings, which reflect big entities playing the market and playing you in both directions. I hope you found that useful. If you want more information like that, analysis, commentary, go to my newsletter, Crypto is Easy. You can get a link in the description below. Relax and enjoy the ride.